right. So we've got another Elo Hell lobby. ADC main this time. They are on mouse and keyboard. This is not a controller player. So PC, mouse, keyboard player, ADC main. Now, I like this one because you all are so obsessed with tracker scores. So I was like, all right. As soon as I saw this, someone earlier was like, if you don't have an 800, kind of a waste of time. We've got a decent tracker score. We've got an 838. So it's above that 800 mark I saw you guys talking about, which made me interested. The win rate is a little higher in the last 50 games. So, you know, we're in a good spot there. The lobby isn't an insane jump. I mean, it is. There are some people that are close to 2K higher. We're talking like 1500, 1800 for the most part. I'm just genuinely interested to see if they are good enough. Queen said, what was it? Positioning needs to improve. I guarantee you in that pregame interview, they really just didn't want to throw other people under the bus. I'm going to bet, I would put money that there's some blaming that goes on when they lose in ranked games. Maybe not in the AGL that they said they compete in. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't even know what god they're going to get. What are we talking about here? Apollo is probably the pick, right? What was the third god? Apollo would be decent. It's a weird matchup in Ul. It can go heavily in your favor if you're aggressive, but if you're not, you're going to get cooked. Oh, it was Izzy. That's what it was. It was Izzy. Izzy would be a scary pick. Like I would be worried here if you go Izzy. Afro or Apollo, I'm fine with. Afro. Apollo, I'm good with. Counterpick Ul with Danza aspect. Yeah, I don't like Danza ADC. I think it's bad. What up, Daedra? I think Danza ADC is bad is an exaggeration. Is extremely average, if not a little below average. Tracker score is heavily skewed to certain roles. Chat was talking about it and basically said if it's not support is off. And I don't usually pay attention to the tracker score. This is probably the first time I've ever even like glanced at it and cared, and it was because we were talking about it, and I want to test your all's theory. I mean, the team comps are solid. Both team comps are overall solid. I don't know exactly what lane everyone's going into. What build? Are we gonna see a Death Toll build, or are we gonna see a Cowl build? We see Sunbeam Bow Death Toll or Cowl Lifesteal. I agree that tracker score isn't a good way to measure, but chat talks about it every time we pick somebody. So you can't do both. You can't have chat saying, oh, it's low, it's low, it's low, and then also 5 seconds later say, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't work like that. Death Toll build. We should see Sunbeam Bow. I think Death Toll's better on Apollo anyway, because if you ult into any fights, you're So it's a good way to regen mana without backing. What's your tracker score? Bro, I don't even know what my tracker score is. I've always just assumed it was a bad thing to look at. Yeah, it says my tracker score is an 888 when I have like 20 bombs in 90% of my games. So you can smell my balls with that shit. Ripser 671. Ripser, bro, you stink. You're trash. You're dog, brother. Dog. Nah, there's no way that they could create a score that accurately tracks what it needs to track. I don't know if League is how like early Dota and early Heroes and Urs were, where you could literally 1v5 and win games. Like you could be a true hard carry. But Smite's not like that. Smite, you can definitely put yourself in a position to win, but it is a heavy team game, like an insanely high team-based game. Does anyone know if there's a keybind to remove this health bar off the screen? I'm not trying to press all the buttons, but I really want to know. Ooh. So no Sunder on the support, Athena. The Shell instead. They don't have a team comp where they should have Shell, in my opinion. They should have Sunder this game. Good autos. First blood for solo lane. Perk just got killed by Serb. Yeah, honestly, that's, you know, if he didn't get a good pull, it makes sense. Respectable right to the back cams because they weren't going to get mids. Good call. Nah, this is the last Elo Hell. It's our third one. We did an Elo Hell. We did a coaching on an Elo Hell player. I feel like you gotta know they're gonna be in that bush. You gotta go in on that. That's on Apollo a bit there. I'm not gonna lie. Apollo didn't try to eat any autos and then let the Ul walk into the tower. That was an avoidable death that Athena shouldn't have died. I'm not a fan of that. We missed the creeps. If you're an ADC, you gotta learn how to body block for your support. That should be a standard play. There's no reason to not eat some autos when you're full HP. Not K, it's not Y. K and Y don't do anything. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, K and Y don't do anything. Unfortunately. I don't know if Smite 2 has a way to toggle it on or off, to be honest. It's completely different keybinds and settings from Smite 1. Honestly, though, the Spectator is still 1,000 times better than a lot of other games, even though it's still chalked. That Herc is getting worked right now, bro. Fade Potato is getting cooked. It's probably a non-solo lane player, and they picked we got a matchup that's a counter matchup, and they don't know what they're doing on top of it, and they're trying to be aggressive. It's gonna be hard, but Serb's easy to gank. This Serb has no safety net right now. They should be ganking that Serb. Like, he's full damage at super far up on the tower line. That Serb just got away from a Herc Thor. I just watched the mini-map. Oh my gosh, that was crazy bad battle. You're dead. Oh, late beads. You got a beads instantly there. Why are we not beadsing the stun instantly and dipping? That's crazy. I think some people are afraid to use their beads. That death never should have happened. If you beads the second that you get a pool stunned and dash away, you are gone and you do not die there. B doesn't do anything. Also, yeah, wait. Was there no mez thrown out at all as soon as the chains came out? That's criminal behavior. No, 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 no. Wait, this could be good. Okay, so if you mez there and then position to the other side of the areas, you could just solo the areas. Insta breaking the... That is crazy. And then you, unfortunately, you don't get the last hit. I was really worried that dropping the purple was going to lead to just a waste of, like, a huge waste of time. Didn't, so that was good. No mez thrown out on that first death. That's crazy. That was probably a panic death, to be honest. Some people get caught, like, deer in the headlights. When something unexpected happens, they just full-blown panic. I see it all the time. People pop out of a bush and there's like no reaction. You almost like stand still. It's wild. When you're running around, especially you're leading the way and you don't know where people are, this is any role, mid, ADC, whatever. You should basically be ready to press that get out of jail button, whether that's an ability, like an ult, a dash, a CC immunity, beads, whatever. You should be like hovering that shit. I'm still confused how the Thor Herc didn't kill the Cerberus. Like that's a free kill. I don't understand. He was on the tower line. That Cerberus is cooking. I wonder if the Herc is trying to pull the Cerberus in the tower. Good dash. He's dead again. Oh, they ganked him under his tier 2 or tier 1, not tier 2. I thought they were under the tier 2. I was about to be so bad. This poor Herc is 0-3. Honestly, the Thor is 0-1. What's he doing? How's the Thor doing nothing right now? What the fuck? The Thor doesn't even have an item? What? I don't know what's happening. I thought I put a jungler on the enemy team too. So I'm super confused. Oh, maybe the jungler was the one who DC'd and then Peasley killed it. Bober, thank you for the 39. I mean, game's not over yet. It's just not looking great. I need to focus really on how Apollo plays versus the Ull and use his spare time. Nice juke. Honestly, good hits from Ull regardless. The Apollo's clearing so slow. This is a full item because Ull went Hydras. Tier thing, okay, standard builds. Only one item though? No tier 1? Dude, Bios guys is huge. Oh god, I think this might be a hard game to judge because I don't know how the late game's gonna look at this rate. I mean, they're getting shworked, bro. Getting absolutely shworked. pure. The autos are clean. Okay, okay. Okay. All right.
I shall return again.
Now, a Sypha can get the extra early down where you know how to, you eat autos for your support when you need to. You don't path into that bush. It has a cleaner early game. Like a super cleaner, super early. First couple of waves. That'll be big because that was clean. Autos are on point. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've seen pure autos on any of the gods be off. They're like hard locked almost. Weird Ool ate all those autos. What do you mean he ate the autos?
That'll come in handy. Woo!
This is a 20, was it 2800 SR? Either 26 or 2800 SR in a 38 to 4400 SR lobby. I'm just trying to, I'm confused. You said the Ool ate the autos. Like, what are you saying? Like he it was like he just stopped moving and stood still. I don't understand. They're brawling pretty hard. All right, but that's a death finally for the net. Oh, the solo's here. Why is the solo here? Yo, that's criminal behavior. I don't think Nid gets out of this. Oh, maybe he does. That was good play from Lion and a really good play from Nid. I'm not gonna lie. Nice aggression, good knock up, good last hit. Could have been more patient on the ult, but honestly, it was a good play from Nid to go back. That was really ass Apollo ult. The Apollo landed where the Ool had to go to live. It was just a good play from Ares to save. Then Ares died for it, so it's not really a save if you just sacrifice your life for this. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna bring it up now because we have a downtime. I'm rewatching Attack on Titan, but I'm watching it dubbed, and I kind of like it. It still has some downsides, but I'm like 12 episodes in or something. I like it a lot more. Back to regular schedule. Oh, beads, Mez. Okay. All right. I kind of like that, but I really feel like we got to be playing for that Mez earlier with CC buffering.
The Pyromancer has arrived. I'll take one of those.
My son was watching Attack on Titan with me and he likes it. I don't really know if there's any anime I can watch with a 3.5-year-old, but he was a little scared of the big fucking Titans, but he liked everything else. I feel like I feel like you're looking for an ult here and probably pushing into the tower there rather than going around. All right, the Apollo ults are bad. I can't defend that one. I semi-defended the first one. That was a really bad Apollo ult. This Thor is also insane. Why would you hammer throw in there? Dude, what is this red team doing? It's like, how did I put 5 players that don't know how to play? Like, the decision making is insane. The ults isn't terrible, but that decision making is crazy bad. Herc also has Rune 4 is not the worst item in the world, but that's just definitely not good in that matchup. I watched a little bit of Demon Slayer, Daedra, like the first 3 episodes or something, and I wasn't a huge fan at the time. That's not saying I won't be now. I think I'm evolving a little bit. I will say there are a lot of portions that are insanely slow in every, honestly, solo leveling I didn't feel it. All the other ones I felt it, where they're trying to do character development and it's just super drawn out. like 10-12 minutes for one of the smallest scenes and nothing important happening. And that happens a lot in anime. If that happens in a regular TV show, the regular TV show gets cooked. I also watched a bunch of the first animes I didn't like. I watched them subbed, and I do not like subbed anime. Like I have zero interest in watching anything subbed now. Good kill in the mid. Maybe they. Oh, he's gonna die. Yeah, he's gonna die. Right? Oh, if he doesn't. Okay, they don't die. They lose this game. This game's over. It's 19-5. They're diving the tier 1 like it doesn't matter. Good rotation on that wall. What's this guy building? Xe? Xe finished. Yup. Good standard build. No weird build here. Nah, dude, you gotta realize I've tried like 80 different beer. It's disgusting. There's no reason for you to drink that shit. I swear, people, you either drink beer because you want to drink something super cheap or because you have peer pressure. And I swear you drink dark liquor because you have peer pressure. I swear. What is this alts? We're alting really poorly. That's gonna be the #1 thing to improve on besides the first couple waves. There's no reason. You gotta read the fight. You have to see that the fight is continuing before you just waste your ult, and you gotta take your time on landing on your ults. I'm glad that there's no dive there, because I would have thrown. What is Fake Potato doing? He doesn't have his dash. His stun blocked or interrupted. This is a horrible game. What season on AOT is dubbed? I'm watching the first one right now. I think it said everything is.
Your right tower is under attack.
These teams don't seem even. I mean, rating wise, they should be mostly even. They have the Elo Hell person on the blue team. The Hercules and the net, or the Hercules just getting worked, and the Nem server just farming. Very gold. I can't do reaction to AOT. Like, I want to do some anime reaction. I can't do it to that one because, like I said, there's so many episodes that are boring as fuck. You can't tell me that the character development when they side jump and try to build up the side characters a little bit isn't too slow. Like 7-8 minutes on one scene of like the commander talking. Like I get he's hype. I like him. I don't need to be doing nothing for the next 7-8 minutes. Oh, if you lose this fight, you're trolling. Okay, that was good. Way to post up and not get scared when you started getting lower. Recognize that the abilities are down. Oh, you're dead. No, oh, why? No. That was the worst ult you could have done. There's no world you should have lived there. There's no world you should have lived there. There's literally no world. That was the worst ult ever. Was that Shell? Hold on, was it Shell? If that was Shell, then you got full saved. That was Shell. You got shelled and you got selflessness procced. That was the worst ult in the world. That was not calculated. That was terrible. That was terrible. That entire play was terrible. And his team just gets free fire.
Your team destroyed the fire giant.
After terrible decision making. Go drink your Corona, Kyle, you sick bastard. Smite Source builds work for Joust? Yes, but in reality, most Joust and duel games are filled with defensive items on everybody. So I doubt it's the high level builds that are like the same builds at the high level, like at high level. I don't think people know that it's bugged and We just wasted bomb on a tier 1 tower. That's a huge troll. You're using bomb to get a phoenix or to hit and kill an objective, mainly fire giant, possibly gold. You are never ever using the bomb on a tier 1 tower. That was troll as fuck. That was a good Thor ult, I'm not gonna lie. Bad positioning, should have been separated. You know they have Thor. Probably didn't expect the engage though. Oh. Oh. Are we back? The Nem wasn't in the fight, so they never should have even been there. Serves here though. Serves here though. Oh baby, if they kill Serb. Serb's 507. He's worth so much, but they're probably afraid of him. Joust builds just solo builds? No. Joust, they built different. Joust and Duel, they build a little different. It's not like fully different, it's just slightly. All right, what are we at now? We got Oboe, we're going Sunbeam Bow, so the build's solid. No build to complain about this game for once. That positioning should have been a hell of a lot better. Being 2-2 and 6 when your team is farming and up 10,000 gold is pretty telling that you are underperforming. The game is being handed to you right now. You don't really have to make any plays to win, which means you should be able to be aggressive smartly. Bottom damage on the team right now too. Obviously it's early mid game Apollo. Why are we mezzing like right away all the time? This guy's dead as fuck. He's so fucking dead.
Technology has failed me.
What's the big 3 after AOT? What does that mean? It's hard to look back at your team is stomping. I agree. Like you should very easily be having a solid match. I'm not just looking at the 2-2-7. Like KDA numbers aren't always that important. It's more of a lot of the decision making and panic that's happening right now. One Piece Bleach. I don't know. Maybe. Mockingbird, thank you for the sub. Or up. Is that Thor gonna land? Ooh, that Thor's having some pretty good ults. I'm not gonna lie, he's dead as fuck. He lives. That's a good tornado. I don't like the positioning here. I really would want Cypher to be at lane. Obviously got cut off by Thor, but you gotta get around to that lane a little faster. Could you have Jade? No. Oh, first item. Dude, yeah, dude, the Divine has value here, but Baron is aspect and it's not an AoE heal anymore. Yo, put that, land the Athena ult. Fuck. Thor is 1, 7, and 5. I don't mind character building. It's when the character building is one scene, horrible dialogue, and just slow. I even like the fighting in AOT a lot more right now. I cannot stand the slow on. The other thing that's crazy about anime, or at least with a lot of the ones I've seen, the intro on AOT on every episode is a 24-minute episode. The first 3.5 minutes are intros. Then you've got 2 or 3 points in the thing where they do like a cutscene, like a what we can tell you, whatever. Why are we Apollo ults into this? That is insane. I realize you want to be there, but just walk over. But yeah, you lose like 5 minutes of every episode on just nothing. Then if you add in them talking for 20 minutes about nothing happening, it's half the episode's cooked. Take the dagger. I want to see you use it. Oh my gosh, I wanted to see him use the dagger.
Your left tower is under attack.
I will say the music that they have in most animes are fucking beast. Like they shit on TV show music. It's not even close. TV shows have the worst intros, and every anime has the most epic intro. He's right to let his team grab the dagger? Yeah, 100%. I just wanted to see if they were going to use it or not. A misuse would have been hilarious. Oh, Thorn there. Oh, they see. Surely serve in Apollo. See this Apollo. All right. He wasn't far enough. Okay, if you're gonna full commit, Peasley, just commit. Why did you try to run away? That's super troll. You got to make that decision before you engage. They caught Bio though, so technically a 1-for-1 in the weirdest way. I used to have a McLaren 600 LT. I sold that shit.
Destroy the left enemy tower.
It's basically a 720 with more aggressive, less luxury, similar power, speed, everything.
I challenge you.
I think you just hard reset here. If you're this scared that you're positioning like you're a Vulcan trying to ult, I think you just disengage. Like this is crazy. The Apollo ults are so bad. That Thor could have just killed the Apollo instantly too. That's bad targeting. So realistically here, the Apollo needs to slow down on the walking up to the tower line, let the front line move in, and as your front line take a step, you take a step, and then move back. They're all on top of each other, so they're getting poked. This is such a hard carry. Like, you're not even playing the game. Your team is under the Phoenix, and you haven't even hit the Phoenix once. So this is crazy. No confidence in your positioning or your own ability to stand your ground right now. This is like a crazy backpack. Your play wasn't even bad, but your team fight play is bad. You're kind of worthless in these team fights. I'm not gonna lie. That was fucking beautiful. I don't know how Nem gets out of that. I hope he kills him because that was beautiful. Please catch him. Yes, please. Stun in and two. Stun in two. Stun in and two. I know your one is up. I know your one is up. Stun for positioning. Stop. You're a bot. Hey, Potato, I see why you're getting cooked. You don't understand. He could have literally stunned and two'd instantly and killed that guy. That's crazy. And then he just left his dude to die to Baron. Now I see why your team is getting cooked and why you got worked by Serb. That Ares pull into the Herc push was beautiful. I loved it. I fucking loved it. 14k damage when you're up 20k gold is horrible. I'm gonna be honest there. It's really bad. That's really, really bad. I don't even know if a single Sunbeam Bow auto was landed in at all. Ever. Like in that entire anything. All right, I mean, they're still up 12k. Blue team is still up 12k. All right, we're Sunbeam Bowing. Gotta get the Death Toll finished. Yeah, go in the standard build. I I do love when we don't need Elo Hell and I don't have to complain about the build, because that should never be a complaint, but it is almost every single time. That's the thing too with this build. You just kill whatever's in front of you. Like you don't think, oh, I have to position or I can't hit this person. You literally hit whatever's in front of you. So for you to be positioning that far back is kind of super troll. Can the flying part of Serb's ult be blocked by Honor 1? Yes. Give me your wall, all that shit. Do not, please don't dash in. Please don't dash in. Thor wall just blocked. Oh, that's hilarious. What is happening in the backline? What is this fight? Did that Serb just 1v3? Because we missed another Apollo ult. And we're out of position as fuck right now. You're getting baited by your own decisions with the Apollo ults. There's no world you Apollo out there. It's pointless. You literally just hit what's in front of you. You cooked yourself so hard. If that team, if blue team didn't stomp early, this game is lost. Red team wins this game for free. Their ADC is playing the team fights far better, like infinitely better. Honestly, the Culkin kind of is too. What are we doing? Where are we even going here? This Apollo is not level 20 because they haven't farmed. They haven't been in any of the fights. Honestly, they really, outside of the early, they 1v1 the Ul, which is great. Other than that, nothing has been ideal whatsoever. Being granted 3 free Gold Furies, 2 Pyros, and a Fire Giant, or 2 fires or 1 fire? I don't know if it's 1 or 2 fires. You should be level fucking 30 right now. This is crazy. This game is 4v5. The team fights, Apollo has done nothing in any team fights at all. Completely irrelevant. In the next team fight, Apollo cannot ult into the backline. It needs to stop. That should have been super apparent on the first 8 missed ults on Apollo, and knowing this build is a tank shredding build. You just hit whatever's in front of you. Oh, they have Athena ulted early again, but the Ares is dead. Oh wait, no, Ares might be good here. Can't see what's going on. Brother, you just turned around when you could have free killed Ares so much sooner. You dashed over you go, There we go. We're finally just hitting what's in front of us. Oh, if that Thor dunks on you, you're dead. If Thor dunks on you, you're dead. 1,000 damage from that 3. Why did Thor not go in? That Thor just pussied out, brother. And got caught by Nem. That Thor just pussied out and got caught by Nem. This would be where you ult. It's 5v3. This is where you ult to the mid Phoenix. There we go. I do have an announcer back in Smite too. Yes, sir. This build is the ADC build. Just go to Smite Source. Smite Source builds are all up to date. I added new aspect build. I mean, I'm putting up builds every day that I can. If there's something that needs to be changed or added. You go this build every game. There's no reason to go any build other than this. The argument can be made around the lifesteal build, which is basically this build without Death Toll and without Sunbeam Bow, and you get Howl and you get Devos. Sunbeam Bow! Turn the Sunbeam Bow on! Use the Sunbeam Bow! You're dead to minions! Oh, thank you. That would have been embarrassing. Thank you for healing with Death Toll. Sunbeam Bow was never engaged there, by the way. Game over though.
Hope I still got all my parts.
Positioning is so bad. Wait, the game's not over? Oh my gosh. Dude, this Apollo has 20k damage done at 32 minutes with a 15,000 gold lead. The Ul has 10,000 more damage while being 12,000 gold down. Are we full build? No, we're not full build yet. I wonder if that's a Kins or if that's what, Braggies? Kins or Braggies? If this blue team loses this game, it'll 100% be because of Apollo. Like literally one person will have lost this game, which is super rare. Like I've seen decisions lose a game, you know, like someone just messes up at an objective and it loses a close game, but this is a free win if you do the bare minimum. Should not be tanking this. Be using your sunbeam bow to burn this. You get 3 mana back. Your death ult. Literally have infinite mana. You see the Hercules on the floor. You should be looking for a fight. You guys should be looking for a fight as a team. What? I don't even care that this works. What was that?
Has failed me.
This is a 4v5 win. The team just won 4v5. A 0 damage team fight from your ADC is insane. Oh, Baron has 66,000 damage. Him has 48,000 damage. Alright, let's go get this post-game interview in all right, post-game interview. First thing is first. Why are you so afraid to position up in these team fights?
Because the hardest part is I didn't know what anybody was thinking. Our comms were off like the entire time, unfortunately. I get what you're saying, like definitely being more aggressive. I was just trying to make sure that I lived so that we could have at least structure damage. And like, I kind of did hopefully did my job of like just focusing like objectives and structure damage. And
I would say you're not wrong in saying it's valuable to have an ADC to kill towers, but you basically did no damage. Your team essentially won 4v5. If you play like that where your team isn't carrying, you have 0% chance of winning a game like this. Like no chance. I'd say you were using your ult way too aggressively. Your build is a tank killing build. So basically you just hit whatever's in front of you. You don't care about anything else. You just kind of stand near your mid, not on top of them so you aren't getting double hit, and you hit whatever's in front of you. Almost every fight you ulted into, you missed your ult in every fight, and then you would die and run away. So if you play Apollo from now on, slow down on the ulting, just play around yourself and hitting whatever's in front of you 100%. Be a little more aggressive to learn your limitations. I know you're saying you're playing to live, but you don't know, you don't even know where that line is, right? Like where am I still gonna live and be able to do damage, because you're just playing so safe. You're actually playing so safe that you're taking damage you shouldn't be taking. Like you're literally going out of your way to try to survive, and it's causing you to get hit by abilities you should never be hit by. And then when you do disengage, like a couple fights you left like 10-20%, you would kind of stick around. If you commit to the reset, like if you've run that far away from a fight, just dip, go back to base, go farm something, because you didn't hit 20 until 30 minutes. Your team had a 15,000 gold lead, and you were like the last person in the game to hit level 20. So
I was feeling.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I 100% agree with the farming. I would like looked at my level, and at one point I was like, I need farm, I need to walk away, and then I just didn't listen to myself. And
so you gotta be especially since you came in, you were like, I was playing to be able to do objectives for my team. Fuck your team. You need to play to hard carry your games. You need to play to kill whatever's in front of you, keep yourself alive. I will say, when you had some like panic moments, you ulted. You cannot do that. That like, especially that like that last ultimate, you should have insta died. The one time in your lane you walked into the bush, you and Ul kind of fought, and then you dashed towards the Ares and ulted. You only lived because your Athena gave you selflessness and gave you shell. So
100%.
I'd say try to, it's hard, it's a panic moment. I get it. You weren't expecting it. Boom, it happened so fast. Do your best to stop ulting in those moments and kind of slow down, and like literally as your character take a step back and start landing autos. You recognize it in the early 1v1s with the Ul. Like you'd fight, you'd realize Ul's abilities are down, you wouldn't panic, and you'd keep fighting. do the same thing as the game progresses. You'll have a way better time. I'd say if you are playing Apollo, try to use your ult more to just rotate into different fights. Like even if that means you go to the solo lane, like you TP up lane to solo lane, you force a little fight and then you ult over, or you TP over. Like try to be a little more active in other lanes when your team is winning, so you can go for objectives a little bit harder. But mainly for me, it was your late game team fighting. Pretty much, if you watch it back, you'll see what I'm talking about. Essentially, you weren't late game team fighting. You were way too worried about either surviving or being able to do structure damage. Fuck that shit. Find your limitations and you know, be the carry, be the damage carry, because that's what you want to be. Other than that, I mean, you watch it back, you'll see what I was talking about. You have any quick questions or anything? I didn't ask the last person this, so I need to start doing that more.
No, because my main goal is just gonna go back and rewatch and see what you said during the stream. Because I've been watching these in the past, and I feel like that's where. Again, you kind of do coaching in the middle of it, so I'm really excited to see what you say.
It's really going to come down to positioning, I think, and you're going to be like, "Holy shit, I'm a mile away from this fight," or you know, you'll see it a little bit more. Appreciate you doing the interviews; helps a lot. So thank you.
Of course.
GG's.
Thank you.
Yep. Alrighty.